Greetings, Aquarius, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for being here and for tuning into this reading. Today, we're going to be looking into the cards, how your person feels about you, how they see you, and other important messages. This is geared towards the person that you have in mind. Cross watchers, the roles may also be vice versa, and please take the messages how they resonate for you and your situation, okay? Thank you so much, and let's begin. We ask for insights and guidance, please, Spirit. How do they truly feel about Aquarius? How do they truly feel about Aquarius, and how do they see Aquarius at this time? Starting this reading with the Death card. How do they feel about Aquarius? Temperance. The Lovers. So all major arcana so far. When this happens, there could be a big and drastic change or a decision that you and this person made. Definitely going to have a huge impact in your future. The first card being the Death card means that this is finality, this is ending, absolute ending. It could be that you made a decision to end things with this person because you want a new beginning with someone. Let's see, Nine of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Somebody is trying to look for a compromise, like they feel like this is too drastic. Somebody feels like this is rather extreme. Aquarius, like, are you being impulsive on this decision? I didn't really see this coming. Is there a way for us to compromise so that you won't need to make this drastic decision? I feel like someone is trying to bargain. I hope that's the right term, or trying to convince you to rethink about your decision. They're willing to compromise. I feel like someone is holding on because they don't want to lose this connection with you, with the Lovers. But with the Nine of Cups, it almost feels like you're putting your happiness first here, Aquarius, or you're doing things in your own terms, in your own way. Some of you feel like you've given so much in this relationship, and this is definitely the time to give to yourself. Might also be a time for healing due to feeling drained and exhausted, a time to regain balance back in your life. However, this person doesn't want that, or yes, I feel like they're struggling to accept the changes, and so they're willing to compromise. They could be saying, I don't want to lose this connection, so I'm willing to just be friends. I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to see if you are willing to change your mind, or if you are changing your mind, I'm just here. I'm going to be waiting until you're ready. However, it feels like you may also find this difficult because you can't move forward and heal while this person is around you. I feel like you want this space for you to think, to recalibrate, to fill up your energy reserves, okay? Let's see. Bottom of the deck clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Chariot. You could be saying, I can't heal when we're together. I can't seem to sort out my own internal struggles or what I'm dealing with, while at the same time being there for you. You feel like there's been a lot on your plate, Aquarius. On this person's end, they're beginning to really worry because this is them perhaps overthinking things, and they seem to think that there might be somebody else in the picture, that you might be talking to somebody else or opening up to someone new. Okay, they don't want to lose the overall dynamic. Somebody's saying that they're content with whatever it is that you give them, Aquarius, even if it's just, small amount of time or attention, as long as they don't lose the connection with you. I feel like someone is willing to do whatever it takes as long as you don't completely cut the relationship. But this may also be unhealthy for them with the Nine of Swords, holding on. Okay, this might just be not good for their mental health with the Nine of Swords. I see that this person may have a tendency to overthink, perhaps been having a lot of sleepless nights. They're having difficulty accepting the change, okay? The first card is the Death card, the ending. They seem to feel like if things cool down, that you both can continue on this relationship and things can get back to how they were. But again, the Death card is absolute ending. You cannot go back to how things were. Some of you feel like you've given someone a chance in the past and it keeps being the same outcome, or somebody refused to make a change. Some of you may have felt like you've compromised as well and you've waited. You've been very patient, but still no clear change is happening here. Like you're not very content with the current status quo. It's like there's a desire for something more. Deep down, you feel like there's got to be something more or someone better out there for you. Like you don't want to settle. You don't want to settle because I feel like with Four of Cups, you may have also felt disappointed. Some of you may have felt like this person in the past, they weren't there for you as much as you are for them. And it's not also healthy for you mentally. This costs you a lot of sleepless nights. And I feel like the tables are turning, Aquarius. It's like now that you are leaving, somebody is chasing you and somebody wants you to know that they're willing to wait. And they're hoping you can give them another chance. I feel like you must bide your time in making any final decision. This is a need for moderation, balance, and reassessment. You should bide your time with any final decision, whether to give this person another chance or, do not resist the change though with the Death card. This could be the time to zoom out and look at other areas of your life. Some of you may have felt like this connection really consumed you. It drained you out and it's been taking over other areas of your life. And it's like a time for balance, a time for you to focus on other things. And it's like this person doesn't want to lose that current status quo. Some of you feel like someone's been juggling as well, like they're not really fully in this relationship. Like they made you feel like when it's convenient for them. There's been a lot of back and forth here. And so you realize that this is not what you deserve, Aquarius. And you're taking your power back and you're making a change. If this person isn't going to go all out, you are choosing to love yourself and choosing to let all of these old structures go, okay? Not refusing yourself to be stagnant, to be stuck. Going on a soul-searching journey with the Hermit. Okay? I also am getting that you have a very forgiving heart. Some of you may have forgiven this person and given them a lot of chances in the past, but it's the same outcome. Let's clarify this cards. Why is the Death card here? So we have the Mother of Swords. So this is seeing things for how they truly are. This is you having epiphany realizations, looking at things more objectively as well. Also, you may want to detach your inner emotions or fears so that you can make an objective decision, an unbiased opinion. Okay? You are less emotional at this time, Aquarius, like you're being more led by the head this time as opposed to the heart. You're able to see through as well any sort of illusion. I feel like you no longer want to devote yourself in a full-time relationship where someone is absent most of the time, or you also feel like they're not as devoted. You're simply mirroring this person's energy because they've ignored you in the past or just giving you crumbs when it was convenient. Over time, you may have felt like, I know my worth. I'm not going to settle down for anything less than what I deserve. Now, on this person's point of view, I feel like some of you, there might have been someone who enjoyed flirting, but they were avoiding getting deep in this relationship. There might have even been some sort of manipulation here, emotional manipulation. They've been hot and cold towards you, and now that you're taking a step back, they're the ones chasing you. They're so afraid of losing the connection or losing the attention that you've once given them. And that's the thing, you are taking that attention away and you see them responding this way, reacting this way. You feel like it might just be another well thought of scheme or calculated move. Let's see. How do they feel about Aquarius with the Sun card? So this is all about attention, the Sun and the Six of Wands. They don't want to lose the attention that you're giving them. Yes, you made this person very happy, but also in the process, Aquarius, by making them happy, you also ask yourself, who is making me happy? Why am I not receiving that same happiness and treatment from this person? You felt like they were not playing it fair. Somebody didn't really see you as an equal, or they didn't really reciprocate all of that you've given, all of that love that you've given them. Okay, so the time has come to free yourself, to liberate yourself. And now they're the ones having sleepless nights. There might even be feelings of guilt. They want to compromise, Don't leave me for good. I'm willing to change if you give me another chance. For some of you, it might also be that they felt you're always just going to be there, Aquarius. They felt comfortable. Someone felt like you're not going to leave, so it's been a sense of security for them. But then you woke them up. This decision that you've made really is waking this person up. Let's see. How do they feel about Aquarius? This is the Shadow Healing deck. I'm using this deck over here. All right, so we have speechless. When you cannot find your own words to express how you feel, find an alternative way to communicate. What you have to say is important for others to hear. Some of you may have felt like this person wasn't really listening to your needs, wasn't really understanding your needs. You felt like there was nothing that's getting through to this person, no matter how much you wanted to address certain problems or issues. Like, why do I have to be always the one constantly bringing things up? So now that you made this decision to leave, put an ending to the situation, they're finding themselves speechless. They realize that you hold so much power. They didn't expect this, they feel tongue-tied. They don't have the words to express how they feel right now. All they know is that they don't want to lose this connection with you. Also, they feel speechless with all these positive changes that are happening. 6 of Wands in the Sun card might be that you're expanding and growing when it comes to work, when it comes to your projects. You might be in a better space right now with the Sun card and 6 of Wands. Healing, feeling more positive, happier as well. Says here, irritation. There comes a time when standing up and being counted may not necessarily resolve the issue, but it sure feels good when you're finally heard. All right, so this is just confirming what I said, okay? It's like you can no longer deal with this person or be stuck in a relationship where you're not feeling heard. You're not being seen as an equal. Bottom of the deck is shocked. So I feel like this person is in shock, is speechless, that you're finally standing up and doing what needs to be done, doing things that are right by you. And it sure feels good on your part here, Aquarius, to say the truth and to be finally heard, okay? To really stand up. And I feel like this person is alarmed with what is happening, okay? I also am getting that they're trying to protect their self-interest. This could be why they're willing to compromise and not let you go. But just be careful because it could be the same dynamic if you choose to give in. Don't just go for their words, but look into their actions as well. Somebody may be good with words, okay? But now you see you caught them speechless because you've done something not just by words, but by actions. You're proving something. You're teaching this person as well, okay? How do they feel about Aquarius? How do they feel about Aquarius? So again, there's the irritation. They also feel very bothered by this, Somebody's not used to you speaking up and standing up against them. Somebody's not used to these changes, so it's really bothering for them. But you also feel annoyed. And some of you bored as well with the 4 of Cups. Like, I need my freedom. I need to be liberated. I don't want to settle down for this kind of behavior and treatment. Love and romance. So you've been very passionate and committed to this person. But there are ways that they made you feel like they were pushing you away. And you've given so much for this person. And now that you're taking all of that and giving that back to yourself, okay, they want what you've given to them back. Could be attention, could be time, could be comfort. You've always been there for them. Now you're leaving them speechless and in shock by this turnaround of events. That is what I'm seeing for your reading, Aquarius. Please take only what resonates and leave out what doesn't. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I'm sending you love and light, and namaste.